With the three athletes that won this race 7 times, the great Lorraine Hurley and the great Ella Hussein, and tonight, the man that can make the winners Golden Hurdle champion ever in the lane sport, running champion Ella Hussein. But what he is doing is very well. And we have tried 2 young ones rolling very close to the season with some Olympic experience here as well. Lane 5, also talking for Leruman. Lane 6, another talking for is a constant performance. Really looking at these things are talking for the weather commanding and story. Talking for the human bottom line. And then it's going to be said, as long as it's all talking for the top of 1 2 this is going to be a wonderful.
On your marks.
Final time, and the first one up is the men's 400-meter hurdles final. South African record holder LJ van Zyl. He's also the defending champion, and he is in this race in lane 4, but he's not the favorite. Leroux Hamman in lane 5 has a faster time this season. Van Zyl has his work cut out in this final.
Set.
In fact, both Leroux Hamman and Constant Pretorius, who runs in lane 6, have faster times than LJ van Zyl this season. So the defending champion has some work to do. It is the 3 men from Gauteng North in the center of your picture. Van Zyl in 4, Hamman in 5, Pretorius in 6, and there's nothing to choose between the 3 of them. Constant Pretorius slightly ahead, as he was in the heat against Leroux Hamman, but then Pretorius shut it down. Hamman finished fast. On the outside, also running very fast, there's Al-Shami Extian from Free State. But there are the top 3, Van Zyl, Hamman, Pretorius. Hamman is running hard. He's moving past at the moment. Leroux Hamman, LJ van Zyl facing him. They're neck and neck over the second last hurdle, over the final hurdle. It's Van Zyl, and Hamman van Zyl is tying up, or is he? Leroux Hamman, LJ van Zyl. Hamman takes it on the line. 49.38. Great time there from Leroux Hamman. And in fact, that is very, very close to his season's best, 49.37. If that gets rounded down, it's a new season's best. It's certainly a season's best for LJ van Zyl, who takes the silver medal.
Wow, LJ was trailing rather most of the race, and it all came down to that last hurdle, and he showed why he has won this title so many times. But in the end, it was all about Leroux Hamman, who dipped for that title. Well done.
Well, the difference in the end was Van Zyl tensed up. Hamman didn't. Very difficult to stay relaxed, but Hamman kept it together, and that's why he now has a gold medal.
you comfortable with English or Afrikaans?
Afrikaans.
Let's do that.
When I'm not tired, I can talk English.
Sê weer. Leroux, praat net 'n bietjie saam met ons oor die laaste 100 meter, die tussels tussen jou en LJ.
Nee, dat was ek dink ek sou ooit hierdie oomblik vergeet nie. Toe ek in die homestyd inkom, en ek sien ek is baie, toe weet ek okay. Hierdie is my kans. Ek gaan hom vat.
Jy en LJ het seker baie gepraat oor hoe hierdie wedloop gaan eindig. Jy moet bly wees dat jy die kampioen is.
Ja, nee, kyk, wel, ek dink is al 8 jaar lank ek in elke hardloop. Dis die tweede keer in my lewe wat ek hom wen, so vir my is dit regtig 'n baie groot prestasie net om hom te kan wen.
Het was 'n goeie seisoen vir jou gewees, want as ons kyk na die vinnigste tye in die 400 hekkies hierdie jaar, het jy van die vinnigste tye gehardloop.
Ja, nee, ek dink kon hulle die eerste tyd en dan Allie en dan ek, ons al drie is soos 0.1 van mekaar af. Hierdie is nou soos 0.01 sekondes van my beste tyd van die seisoen ook, so ek is baie gelukkig.
Op die einde van die dag, as jy nou gaan terugkyk na wat die groot verskil was tussen hierdie jaar se kampioenskap en voriges, wat sou jy sê is die verskil?
Ek dink ek het nou die regte program gevind. Ek weet wat vir my liggaam werk en ek moet net op dit aangaan, dan glo ek dit sal verder beter en beter gaan.
Natuurlik, na nasionale kampioenskap is nog 'n lang jaar wat voor lê met internasionale kompetisie wat kom. Wanneer skuif jou fokus nou 'n bietjie oor see toe?
Ja, kyk, hierdie is my 5de wedloop van die jaar. So ek gaan nou volgende naweek studente kampioenskappe deelneem en dan gaan ek en my agent Leroy Newton gaan ons maar sit en beplan en kyk wat vorentoe.
Champ, well done.
Baie dankie, waardeer dit. Hey, dankie.
And LJ van Zyl settling for silver.
Afrikaans gepraat, ek hoop nie jy kan Engels praat.
Dis fyn.
You don't drink. I want to ask you about something that that's where we are with life. Oh, I don't know that stuff. That's why we watch reality TV. That's why.
LJ, you left yourself with just a little bit too much to do at the end, didn't you?
Yeah, I went out slow and the last 20 meters I ran out of gas and Leroux just kept his momentum and that's how we won the race.
Would you describe the feeling as disappointment, not being able to defend the title?
Yeah, of course, they definitely want to win. That's why I came to Potch, but yeah, well, this is athletics.
It's not the end of the road for you by any stretch. If we look at the best times this season, you are right up there with the likes of Leroux and Cornell. It's still a long year ahead.
Yeah, the first 2 Diamond Leagues, I'm going for it in May. So it's still a long season, but I wanted to win this one, but unfortunately it didn't work out.
I just want you to address the issue because people will look at this at home and say, listen, is this a change of the guard when it comes to 400-meter hurdles? For you, certainly not the case because you are ready to compete at the highest level across 2017.
I won this champs, I think, 7 or 8 times, and yeah, some you win, some you lose. 10 years ago, I ran a 49.2 in Pretoria, so yeah, it's just the luck on the day.
Well, silver year, but good luck for the rest of the year, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
SA verdedigende kampioen, Olympiese finalis Wenda Nel hardloop hier in baan 5 en die vroue 400 meter hekkies finaal. Sy is die gunsteling te wen. Sy was 4 sekondes vinniger as die tweede plek in die Eidene. SA rekord nog steeds agter die naam van Myrtle Botman. 1986 het sy dit gehardloop, 53.74. Wenda Nel het baie goed gelyk vanoggend in die Eidene en sy begin ook baie vinnig hier. Aan haar binnekant Jean-Marie Senekal en Zeni van der Walt die jeugkampioen onder 18. Sy het baie goed gehardloop en aan haar buitekant van Wenda Nel is Annelie Moelman, ook 'n voormalige SA kampioen. Moelman en Nel het op stadium saam geoefen en toe het Moelman net vir Nel gewen op 'n SA kampioenskappe in Stellenbosch. Maar dit is hierdie keer Wenda Nel. Sy het soveel ervaring, sy skuif verby Annelie Moelman, kom om die draai en met nog net 3 hekkies om te gaan is daar niks meer te kies hier nie. Dis Wenda Nel wat voor is, die res hardloop vir die tweede plek. Uitstekende hardloopstyl, so kompak. Annelie Moelman wat baie goed hardloop hier, baie beter as in die Eidene. Zeni van der Walt en Jean-Marie Senekal wat hardloop vir brons, maar dis Wenda Nel wat weghardloop met 3-1. Nel is oor die laaste hekkie, sy hardloop nou vir die lyn, dis koelerig hier in Potchefstroom, daar's geen wind nie. En dis Wenda Nel wat wen, 55.17, omtrent presies dieselfde as haar eidentyd.
A big smile on Wenda Nel's face, and the same time she ran earlier today, very consistent, and it was always about Wenda Nel. We knew that she was going to take the gold, and it was about who was going to take the silver, and it's a former South African champion, Annelie Moelman from the Free State, going for the silver.
Well, you mentioned it, Wenda Nel, the model of consistency. Almost every time she runs, she's in the 54, 55 second region. She does that all the way through Europe, and I foresee big things for her at the World Championships later in the year.
Say again.
Wenda, congratulations on the win here. A dominant performance by you.
Thank you very much. It was really exciting. It's my first 400 hurdles for the season, so I'm happy with the opener.
We had the same situation more or less at Nationals last year as well, but when you're fit and in form, you are absolutely a force to be reckoned with.
I do hope so. I want to believe that. But I'm excited for the season. It was a comfortable, in control type of race. So I will work on a few technical things and hopefully the times will drop.
What is it about you and consistency? Because I can set my clock to the time you ran in the final here tonight and a little bit earlier today.
Yes, I don't know. For me at this stage, it's a positive thing. I really do hope the times come down sooner than later. But yeah, my heat and my final were both very controlled races. It's the first one for the season, so like I've mentioned, but it's just to test the waters, and I'm really comfortable where I'm at.
Now let me ask you, as you were finishing off there was this big smile on your face. I know this race meant something very specific for you. What was going through your head and what was that big smile about?
I was actually just laughing at the clock being the same time. I really thought I planned it correctly and kicked a bit earlier, but I was still so in control. But I just glanced at the clock before the line, and I think I shouldn't have done that. I felt so strong and I should have just pushed till the end, but you learn from your mistakes, and yes, I'm very, very happy.
Well, if you're ever caught without a watch, you know you can set the clock to your mind. I want to ask you, your plans, your goals for the rest of this year, an important World Championship year.
Definitely, I'm aiming for that. So I really want to dip below the 55 as soon as possible. My first international race will be in Eugene, Oregon, the first Diamond League for our female 400 hurdlers. And from there I'll go into Europe for preparation for the World Champs.
Good luck with that and congratulations today.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Well, it's Miss Consistency again, or Mrs. Consistency, I should say. Wenda Nel, 55.16. She'll be happy that she's 0.01 faster than the heats. She takes the gold. Henri Moorman, a good silver for her. And Zini van der Walt, the youth champion, upsets Jean-Marie Senecal for a bronze medal. Well, it's Mrs. Consistency again. Wenda Nel, 55.16 for her. She'll be happy that it's 0.01 faster than the heats. She gets the gold. Henri Moorman, a good silver. And Zini van der Walt, the youth champion, upsetting Jean-Marie Senecal for a bronze.
Line 8.
Well, the women's 100 meters final on the track now, and that is the start list. And very, very sad to see that Karina Horn has withdrawn from this women's 100-meter final, which probably opens the door for Alyssa Conley to defend her title here. First athlete there, Lente Pieterse, personal best of 11.77. She ran 11.82 in the heats. On her outside is Shanice Mance. She runs in lane 3, 11.88 in the semi-final for Shanice Mance. Tamsin Thomas is in lane 4. Tamsin Thomas, 11.55, her personal best. Season's best this year of 11.6 and 11.67 in the heats. There's the favorite now, Alyssa Conley, defending champion. She hasn't had a great season so far. She's run 11.23 at her best, 11.30 in the heats. But she has to watch out for Tebogo Mamatu, personal best of 11.34 in the semi-final for Tebogo Mamatu. She's the fastest qualifier coming into this race. Rose Zehi goes in lane 8, 11.81 in the semi-finals, not far from her personal best of 11.71. And Nabila Parker, former national champion, in lane 9. Nabila Parker, 11.50 she ran in the semi-finals, a personal best for her as well. She's in form. And Potch has filled up for these 100-meter finals. Alyssa Conley, defending champion in both the 100 and the 200. Not the same athlete she was last year, but here she has a chance to regain that gold medal from last year. Women's 100-meter final. South African record holder Karina Horn withdrawing from this. She looked so good in the semi-finals, but no Horn in this final, which means it's between Alyssa Conley in picture and Tebogo Mamatu on her outside. That is Tebogo Mamatu. You see the empty lane there where Karina Horn was down to run. But it is Tebogo Mamatu, 11.34 in the semi-final against Alyssa Conley in the red of Central Gauteng. Alyssa Conley, another great start by her. She's been starting well today, the whole day. Tebogo Mamatu pushing this. Conley's coming through. Mamatu. Tebogo Mamatu has nothing left. Alyssa Conley takes it on the line. It's a slow winning time, 11.43. Temperatures dropping here in Potchefstroom. Not great for the sprinters, but Alyssa Conley defends her title successfully. She kept it together, and a good finish there, Geraldine Pillay.
Yes, what a fantastic start by Alyssa Conley. I know she's been struggling with her start, especially in the 100 meters, and not the showdown that we were hoping for, but Alyssa Conley defending her title successfully. And we see there Tebogo tying up a little bit and running out of steam towards the end. And there we go, 100 meter, very, very close. The temperature's about 19 degrees here, and the winning time 11.43.
Well, Alyssa Conley defending her title. She's down there with Udo Carlsen, and we cross to Udo Carlsen, in fact, with Tebogo Mamatu at the moment.
Tebogo, your verdict on who eventually pulled the first place there?
Karina. I mean, Alyssa. Alyssa.
Listen, fantastic final either way. Talk us through that 100 meters.
My plan was just to come out, walk really quick, and then that's what I did. And then, yeah, in the way I got cramps. I could feel, but it's okay.
You had some work to do at the end there. If we look at this race here, just take us through what you're thinking, knowing that you need to haul Alyssa in, and then you nearly did.
Yeah, it's just I really got cramps, but then I think I could have done it, but it's okay. Yeah.
Incredibly entertaining 100-meter final. Yeah, I do want to ask you, Karina Hall had to withdraw from this race. Any idea of what happened?
To be honest, she told me something about a hip. I'm really sad for her because I know she really wanted this, but I hope she recovers well.
Oh, fantastic. Well run, and congratulations with your medal.
Thank you.
Talk to me about that 100 meters.
Hey, I made it to the end, so I'm very happy. I think I'm just going to go home now and get myself ready for the 200, but I'm so thankful that it's another season injury-free, so all glory to God, and, you know, it can only get better from here.
Well, here we go. On the starting blocks now. You spoke about your start and how important that was. Take us through these 10 seconds here.
I'm not going to lie, I don't know if my execution was good or not. I'll find out from my coach. I was extremely dizzy after the race. I'm just happy I made it to the end, so yeah. I do think that I'm in shape though, and I think that definitely going to run good times this year.
Did you have a sense of the work that Tebogo was doing on the outside there, trying to put you on the line?
Nice. I saw that she was ahead of me. Tebogo has an amazing first 60 meters. I always say that if she goes to indoor, she'll shock the world. So I knew that, you know, I'd have to work to keep up with her in the first 60 and then just use my endurance at the end. So yeah.
Double in store here for you?
Definitely. I want to push for a time on the 200. So I'm just hoping for good weather and hope I'm feeling great.
And then just finally, any words of encouragement or support for Karina who had to withdraw from this race here this evening?
Karina's an amazing athlete. I mean, opening a season with 11-1-0. I mean, come on, she inspired me to get back to track when I was off. So I know that big things are going to come, and we're definitely going to break that record this year.
Get over whatever fluiness there still is before the 200 tomorrow, yeah?
Hopefully, God willing. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Me, because Geraldine's gone off somewhere. Alyssa Conley there defending her title, 11.41 for her from Tebogo Mamatu, who gets the silver. Nabila Parker finishing just ahead of Tamsin Thomas for the bronze. Great race from all four of them.
It's got the world record. But soon the clock will stop, and it's down to 9 seconds of racing.
100-meter men, and we're looking at Anaso Jobodwana. He's down at the start line, but unfortunately he has to withdraw from this race. Seems like he has an injury in his calf or his ankle, and it is getting a bit cold here in Potchefstroom. Jobodwana not wanting to risk anything. He is out of the men's 100-meter final.
Let's see the land world of very certain athletes that can be better in this beautiful arena. Leg 3.
Well, it's go time. Men's 100-meter final. There's the start list. We just saw Anaso Jobodwana withdrawing from it. He was due to go in lane 2. That leaves Lebekang Seseli in 3. But the favorites, Wade van Niekerk, Akani and Sabine in 5 and 6. Let's take you through these men. Anaso Jobodwana not there, which means Lebekang Seseli is in 3. He's run 10.38. The surprise package in this final. On his outside in lane 4, Tando Roto, 9.95 this year. 10.12 his semi-final time to qualify for the final. There is Wade van Niekerk, 400 meters world and Olympic champion, world record holder. Not a slouch of 100, 9.98 his personal best, 10.05 in the semi-finals for a season's best for van Niekerk. The favorite, Akani Simbine, 9.89, the South African record holder. He has run 9.92 this year and 9.94 in the semi-final. The only man to dip under 10. Just look at that crowd, the anticipation building as we look at the defending champion, the South African champion from last year, Enrico Brankis. He has run 9.97 and he's struggling to find that form. 10.19, his season's best he ran in the semi-finals. A 5-time South African champion, the Lion, Simon Magakwe, back in action after a layoff. He has run 9.99 in his life, but only 10.38 this season so far. He did that in the semi-final. And then another consistent athlete, bronze medalist from last year, 10.21 his personal best, 10.22 his season's best, also run in the semi-final. Those are the 7 men in the final of the men's 100 meters. The 2 principals here on the left, Akani Simbine, 9.94 in the heats. Wade van Niekerk on his right, number 137. Will both of them go under 10? It's getting cold here in Potch. Sprinters won't like this, but now it's for the title. Times will be secondary. This is the men's 100-meter final. The South African record holder, Akani Simbine, against the 400-meter world record holder and the reigning South African champion, Enrico Brankis.
Sit.
They're away together. Another great start by Akani Simbine. Wade van Niekerk's left behind. Tando Roto is running well. It's Simbine and Roto at the moment. Here comes van Niekerk. It's Akani Simbine taking it. 9.96 for Akani Simbine. It looks like Tando Roto did enough to hold off van Niekerk. Van Niekerk was coming through so fast. The favorite takes it, and the South African champion, Enrico Brankis, is run out of the medals.
What an explosive start by Akani Simbine. It was just amazing. From the gun, he was just gone, and he left everybody chasing him, and he's acknowledging the crowd, and it was just an amazing race. Unfortunately, Simon Magakwe is being looked after now by the emergency. I saw him, and there we go, the start. He was like a bullet out of the chamber, and there we have it. Tando Roto also with that high knees, and Wade had to really dig deep to get a silver medal, but we don't know yet if that dip was enough for him to get the silver.
Well, I think Roto got that silver, but Simbine ran a perfect race. Let's talk about a 9.96 in these conditions. Slight headwind, very cold at the moment. Akani Simbine, he is so consistent at the moment. Thando Roto had a great start. Simon Magakwe out at the start. Wade van Niekerk finished fast, but it's Akani Simbine who ran the perfect race from start to finish. Great start, kept it going through, and he is now talking to Udo Carlson down on the track.
Akani, we spoke after the semi-final. You spoke about how much you wanted it. You've got it in the bag. How does it feel?
Feels great, you know. I came here to reclaim my title, and I made sure I did it. And I did it in a sub 10, so I'm pretty happy. So that's not sub 10 number 12 now. Take us through the moments of this race here as you lived it. I literally just said, I need to stay focused, get out the blocks, if I could get a good start, I know I've won the race. And I got that good start, and I went for it, and I won the race.
You got a man on your left shoulder who's not only a friend but a competitor. Wade, pull in here, Wade, man. Listen, all sorts of expectation of what you could do in the 100 meters. Are you happy with the way that things worked out here?
Oh, it's always a blessing and opportunity to race with Akani. I mean, I've seen him grow from strength to strength, and I'm so excited to see what the season has in store for us. I'm looking forward. I think South Africa is gonna get a show this year.
Listen, how much more of this competition can we see on the track from the two of you?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow for the 200.
I need my revenge.
Are you going to get you 200?
I'm going to get.
Gents, I know your fans are waiting. We will get another chance to have a chat with you, but do that victory lap and go to South Africa and enjoy the moment.
Well, the crowd enjoying this moment with those two men, South Africa's world-class athletes, Akani Simbine, Wade van Niekerk. They're acknowledging the fact that people came out to fill up Potch to come and watch them. And the crowd, really, what a special moment. We haven't seen the likes of this at a South African Championships for many, many years. You've got a world-class 100-meter sprinter there, 5th in the Olympic Games, alongside the 400 meters world and Olympic champion and world record holder, and they're both South African. A great moment for South African athletics. Akani Simbine, winner of the 100 meters in 9.96 seconds.